I think we've seen a shift in Trump. Trump has made it really evident from implementing aggressive tariffs and writing threats via Truth Social in support of a ceasefire to meeting with Putin and agreeing that a peace deal is the best option. So going into the meeting with Putin, Trump was very confident about how his goal was a ceasefire between the countries. And he threatened major consequences if this was not the result. So this last minute summit at the White House of European leaders and Zelensky was a result of Trump's meeting with Putin in Anchorage just 3 days back. I think that the implications of a peace deal is if Ukraine and Russia agree upon a peace deal and Ukraine gives up the Crimea region as recommended by Trump and Putin, then Ukraine will leave itself vulnerable. It will give other countries the impression that Ukraine will continue to give up its territory if they're not met with enough force. And a peace deal, which requires Ukraine ceding the Crimea region, will also be a major win for Russia and will give them the confidence to potentially invade other nations. So this outcome, I believe, is extremely dangerous for the rest of the world, and just the notion that it's basically appeasing an aggressor. And I think that we've seen historically that appeasement was a big reason for the cause of World War II. I think it's, I mean, you have to look at Trump's motives. So having a multilateral talk, I think it's one which at least showcases that he's trying to bring in the opinions of several leaders, trying to make it more multilateral instead of unilateral. Trump has made it very clear via social media that he wants to win a Nobel Peace Prize. He's posted almost 10 times about the prize. He's directly told the Norwegian finance minister that he wants to win the prize. And the Norwegian parliament appoints a 5-member council which chooses the recipient. And for Trump, ending the Russia-Ukraine war may not be about saving lives. This is most likely a ploy for global recognition and attention, as well as an accomplishment to win over the American majority, which is right now not really in favor of Trump. I think that his ratings are low. I think he's trying to show this demonstration that he is very collaborative and he is working with heads of states. But I think in the end, this comes back to Trump's narcissism and his need for this global attention. So I don't think it's one that we need to take very authentically, but one where an approach that he's taking more about his own need for this global recognition and attention. I think that if you just look holistically, Trump switched his public opinion directly after meeting with Putin from ceasefire to peace deal. A peace deal which would require Ukraine to give up the Crimea region would make Ukraine vulnerable and Russia more powerful. So Trump may not be leading this initiative to achieve peace and lives, but rather just to win this prize again. And I think that this meeting that he called, it was last minute. Trump doesn't really do anything without, I think, some personal motive behind it. But I think one where he's, again, trying to demonstrate that he's collaborative, one that he's trying to demonstrate that he is trying to uphold democracy, and one that I think would just really gain him more favoritism amongst the American public and across the world, because I think that, again, he's really obsessed with his ratings. So I don't think it's one where it's coming from a good place, or one where he's genuinely very concerned. I think he just needs to improve his image and his brand, and that's really the impetus of a lot of this. So I genuinely really hope that this comes to an end, the killing, all this warfare, and I hope anyone watching, understands just how dangerous the situation is and how much we definitely need the Democratic Party now more than ever.